on the Daily Nation every Friday called The Rocker. She used to do gig reviews, attend reviews, and give her perspective. Just basically things like reviews, um, uh, content covering international bands. Then later on, that space was taken up by the late Sam Kiranga, and then later on by Issa Khalid. So that.
You cannot let the evil win, even when it feels like a gun that is pointed to your head, and you wanna pull the trigger, cause you wanna make it end. All of this pain that I feel, all of this hurt that I live, could you please take it all away? Because I hate the spider's head. Guys, my name is Issa from 1000 Fahrenheit, and I'll answer a few questions on the rock scene for ROFFEKE, Kenya. So first question is, what are we doing right in the Kenya rock scene? That's a good question. I think we're doing everything right. It's just that we don't have enough exposure to keep pushing ourselves more. I think bands are trying their best to produce good quality music and to produce good content. Special shout out to Powerslide, who shot a music video with a phone. Shout out to all the guys who have studios in their bedrooms, because that's the way we've all started. So we're doing a lot right. There's a lot of innovation, there's a lot of excitement, and there's a lot of people who want to do the right thing. We're just unlucky in that Kenya doesn't really, or hasn't really gotten to a point where it understands or appreciates or has accepted rock and metal as a genre.
I think the main challenge which you face as a band that plays predominantly rock music is one, and that is that you're competing with other genres. So you're competing with rap, you're competing with drum and bass, you're competing with trap, you're competing with pop, you're competing with Lingala, you're competing with a lot of genres of music which predominantly have a larger audience. So if other genres of music have a larger audience, that means from a marketing standpoint, you'd find stations, radio stations playing them, right? Because if you play those kinds of music, you get a lot more people tuning into your station, and as a result, you get a lot more advertisements being viewed, and therefore you can be able to charge a higher premium or cost.
So we're not doing anything wrong. We just need to keep pushing until we are noticed and accepted. Oh, the cold wind blows. It's been so long since we sang those songs of love and hate and dance. And oh, you never know what you had until it's gone. What you love exists no more. Please don't go, please don't go. I got what you need, girl. Yeah, you and me can be so special. Oh, please don't go, please don't go. Hi everyone, my name is Issa from 1000 Fahrenheit, and today I'll be answering a few questions on behalf of ROFFEKE, Kenya. So the Heavy and the Beast Awards was an idea that came up over 5 years ago when I used to write for the Nation newspaper. The subsection being Zuka under the Rocker, and every week I had to come up with an idea or topic of why the metal scene wasn't doing as well as it should, or the rock scene wasn't doing as well as it should. And I realized part of why we fail in this scene is because we don't have some kind of reward system. And in every other Kenyan industry, you find that there's a reward system. So, for example, gospel artists at that time had the Groove Awards, but we had nothing, and so after going around and covering all these events, I realized that's what we needed to do. So I put in a plan in motion on how, once I had enough resources, I could come up with an award show, and that's what we did. And it was very successful, and I'm very happy about that.
So in future, we hope to make the Heavy and the Best Awards even bigger and better. So last year, being the first time we were doing this, we had quite a number of challenges, but we got to learn a lot from that. And we hope to make it even the whole of African rock, not just Kenyan rock, but African rock awards show.
So what is our wish list for the Heavy and the Beast Awards? Well, to bring more quality to the event. I'm very happy about what we were able to do last year. We could have done better this year. Unfortunately, circumstances wouldn't allow. But the idea is to always bring quality. For example, to be able to bring more international acts here to kind of complement the local acts who did really well. To bring more quality to the presenters, more quality to the show in general. That's a wish list I have. But on top of that is to bring more awareness, more media coverage. I'd like for people who are not in the rock and metal industry to appreciate it more. I think we did a really good job, but I think more coverage, more advertising to kind of get the word out there would be a huge step forward.
I think a potential solution, as I mentioned earlier, was making sure that you're able to collaborate, to do covers of songs, but then also having some cross-genre collaborations that could actually help. So if you have a concert where you have a lot of artists from different genres collaborating on a piece, then you can then have this you can have this shared audience.
So, what is our 5-year plan for the award show? Well, to bring more quality, obviously. We plan to expand it to different towns. I don't want to just be hosting it in Nairobi. I think I would want to take it to different towns every single year to bring more exposure there. Definitely bring more foreign acts. I really do believe in that. That's a huge part of my wish list. So now on the challenges, I think obviously resources, and not just money. That's not really the resource I'm talking about. It's more on the advertising and who's willing to work with you. Not very many people appreciate the rock and metal industry, the scene. Not many people understand it. So I think that's a huge challenge for me, is to try and bring more awareness to what we're trying to do to this industry and to make Kenyan rock and metal musicians reach their full potential.